Alright guys, welcome back to ErebosGamingHD. Now, we're just doing a bit of training here on the Tyson, and this is quite a funny video. There's quite a funny little bit that you'll see quite soon in the fight. So, we'll just get this training out of the way. Now, obviously this is a commentary again. It had to be, partly because of what happens in the fight that we have. Like I say, this is just some sparring, and like I say, I tend to pick the same training camps, and it tends to just be the maze bag that I go on to just do the XP, and you don't really want to be seeing that all the time. So I thought, hey, let's be different, let's do some sparring. So I thought I'd show this for you guys, and then we'll skip straight to the fight after this. Can't get my words out today, I don't know what's going on, but yeah. So all I'm doing with Tyson is just jabbing and jabbing and jabbing, and then every now and again I'll throw a straight in there. But if you get a combination with the jab, and you get like 3 or 4 in a row, then you know the combat, the what's it called, I can't even spit my words out. You get like a combo sort of reward. I can't even think of what I'm trying to say. You get like you get like a bonus points for combo. I can't even speak. You basically get more points for getting combination punches. What I'm trying to say, if I will ever be able to get the words out. So yeah, that's basically all I'm doing, is trying to just string like 3 and 4 punches together to get like, maybe, I think you get like 200-300 per punch as standard, depending on which punch you throw. And then if you combine them, then 2 in a row will be like 800, 3 would be like 1000, but you'd get that like, it multiplies up, if you know what I mean. There's like a multiplier in there. But you don't necessarily need to do that. You know, just fight how you would fight, sort of thing, and you should be okay. I don't remember Mike Tyson being this tall either, man. He's so tall in this. He always seems so short, and I'm quite a tall guy, so God knows. Right, so that's that. Here's the fight. Now, just so bear in mind, just sort of picture the scene, okay? So the fight's loading up, and I just nip off to the toilet. I think it's all fair and well, it's all going to be good. And I'll come back, pick up the controller and carry on. It decides to not do the main entrance, where you walk down the aisles and it takes about, 5-10 minutes or whatever, however long it takes. They decide to just cut straight to the chase. We're already in the ring. And, yeah, you'll see what happens. So, I'm just chilling. Not even aware at this point, not even think it's anywhere near the fight yet, and I'm just thinking, yeah, no worries. Probably in the kitchen now, probably getting a drink or whatever. Getting myself sorted, getting ready for the fight. And by the way, I've fought this guy before as well, this Hall guy. I'm sick of seeing him. So many times we're going to fight this guy. And then he just starts lumping on me like this. The guy was just hammering away, and I aren't even at the computer. So I still don't know at this point that I'm being hit. I've got no idea. And then it's only about sort of now when I realise that I'm being hit. So I come running in from the kitchen to make sure, to wonder what the hell's going on. And then I hit the pause button. And then I'll fast forward here, because I keep this on pause while I go to the toilet and what have you. And I just couldn't believe it. I was so annoyed. I was so annoyed because I hadn't been down, and I sort of had any sort of close calls yet, and I was just like, oh no, this is really ruined it. And so I just come back. Obviously that took a lot longer than it looked. And then get up, and I think, right, this guy's having it now. I'm not having this. I decide to just unleash on him. But yeah, it's quite a funny part of the video, that quite a funny start to a fight. Not the best start to a fight from my perspective, but what can you do? The fight's on now. Don't plan to go down any more times. And yeah, this guy's going to get floored. So we'll maybe do a round or so, and then cut on to, maybe where the action starts picking up a little bit. Because the early parts of the fights tends to just be me weakening them like crazy. But we'll see how it goes. See how the fight sort of translates. And look at that body punch! Wow. Yeah, I actually sort of expected him to do a lot of body punches in this fight, but I did not expect him to be able to put me on like a stun like that so easily. And luckily, I'm able to survive that. There's not a lot you can do with those sorts of situations. You just got to keep keep your finger over your guard, just get ready, hit your guard, and if they're close, just keep your guard up and just try and step back and step away from the guy that's throwing. You know, you can't hang around when you're in situations like that. I don't know whether it was because I've already been down, whether I'm more prone to actually getting stunned in this same round. I've no idea. But, you know, obviously this guy's won this first round regardless, purely for that knockdown. So, you know, it's a losing battle. I'm fine a losing battle from here on out. You know what I mean? It's an uphill battle at least. It was quite an interesting fight, to be honest. The handicap was quite good. You know, starting off on the back foot was quite a kick up the arse for me, really, because I knew I had to do well. So that's round 1, and that's it for that bit. Alright guys, so we skipped on to round 4, and obviously we had quite a shaky start, but since then, if you see, there you go, I've sort of come back from that, and I've won the 2 rounds after the first round. So winning rounds 2 and 3 has obviously put me in control now, or at least even. Obviously, I can't remember what the score just said, but I'm fairly sure that it was a 10-8 round to him the first one, then it'd have been 10-9, 10-9, so we're probably even on the scorecards now. But I've certainly pulled it back, and if you look at the stats, you know, obviously look at his health, it's absolutely feeble. His stamina's looking quite good, but his health's just getting lower and lower. And one thing I am really wanting to do on one of these fights, and I'll probably do it on my championship fight when I fight for the title, I'm going to, whoever the champion is that I fight, I'm just going to beat him to an absolute pulp. And I'm going to sort of, when he's low on health and when he's on a stun, I'm just going to keep jabbing him until his health is just non-existent. It's always good to do that. You know, just sort of to assert you win. I'd love to do it against this guy, but I just want to get out of the way. There's no point messing around with these early guys. But when that jab is full and that straight's full, it's just going to be absolutely deadly. It's going to be really, really crazy. So this guy is just surviving now. You know, he's purely just surviving. If I throw more punches than I am doing, then I'd just end up gassing myself out and getting too tired. And then he might even come on strong at the end and win. So I've got to be careful of that. You can see I'm throwing them big wild hooks as well. I shouldn't be doing that. I shouldn't be throwing those big wild hooks like that. It's quite silly of me to be doing that. I'm not sure why I did, in all honesty. I can't remember why. I think I was just trying to get him out of there. I thought I could have broke his guard and took that last bit of health off him, but it wasn't to be. I think that can really catch you out on a game like this when the health's low and you think, yeah, I can take him. And you throw and you throw and you throw, and then before you know it, you've got no energy, and then the next round they're all over you, and there's just nothing you can do, and the tides just completely turn. And it happens all the time. It really does happen all the time. It happens all the time when you're a new player, especially against online players. That's certainly the worst case scenarios when you're against an online player and you think you've got him beat and you keep throwing, and then, you know, he isn't down, and then next round you just get absolutely pummeled, and, you know, there's not a lot you can do about it, but, you know, there's nothing you can do about it once it's happened, but you can obviously take preventive measures and look after your stamina and your health throughout the fight. Well, your health is its own thing, but your stamina at least. So the jabs are working effectively against this guy. He's a short guy. I think he was an inside fighter. We fought him before, though. We definitely fought this guy before. I think it's probably like the third time we fought this guy. I think once in the amateurs, once not long ago, maybe an episode or two ago, and then again now. So either it is, or he's just got the same second name as Hall guy. It looks similar though, and he's got blue shorts. So who knows? Maybe it's him, maybe it's not. And how the hell did my straight miss him then, but his uppercut hit me? I don't get that. It's crazy. I throw a straight from quite far away, and he throws an uppercut, and he manages to close the distance and land without the straight hitting. It's crazy. But he ain't lasting much longer now. He can't last much longer. I give him about a minute or so real time, and he's going to be gone. Yeah, that's it. There we go. I knew that it was fairly soon. I could just see. When you watch yourself, it's quite strange, obviously, doing this, talking afterwards. But you sort of see yourself, and I can just tell just by the way that my character's moving that I must have been wanting to go for the kill. Once I start throwing those hooks and stuff like that, then you know, I'm going in for it. And I don't know why I tend to do it. I suppose it's a bit of a giveaway if any of you guys ever fight me in the head-to-head or something like that. Want to start winging them hooks out and going for the knockout. So wow, they were some crazy punches, and I'm not sure how that straight didn't finish him, but these will. That'll finish him. Well, it might not finish the fight, but certainly going to put him down. And that jab hook, I love that combo. Absolutely love it. Is he going to stay up? Nah, he's gone. That's it. Well, that's it. I'm beaten again. Now, I really don't want to come across that guy again. I'm sick of seeing him. He's not even hard to beat. I'm just sick of seeing the guy. So that's that. Increased on my punch accuracy from last game as well. That's good to know. You always want to have a higher punch accuracy percentage than your opponent. More than likely, if you do, you'll win. If not by knockout, then on points. Purely by just landing more punches and, you know, things of that nature. So we'll just have a see where we are in place now. I don't know what we've got now coming up. Right, receiving data. Right, there we go. So that was our 9th fight. We're ranked 24. Still got KO percent. Well, the KO percent's risen slightly, but we've still got a win percent of 100. Connect percent still on 52. And yeah, we've got the bonus XP. So all in all, good fight. So thanks for tuning in, guys. And I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.